Welcome back, everybody. Another episode of Factorio Sea Block. Today, in episode number 3, we're going to start out the episode by switching these crystallizers and crushers and ore sorters into, and also our metal mixing furnaces. We're going to make some different types of metal. So instead of stereotype, we're going to switch you to rubyite. Is there a ruby in there? Just rubite? I guess rubite. We're going to switch the crusher to rubite. Actually, hang on. Go back to this for a second. How much of this did I have left over? That's already been crushed. Okay, I had none of the other kind. Let's go ahead and put this in there, though. Oh my god, that's noisy. That's a noisy ore sorting facility. Okay, lovely. Now that has filtered out, give me that left over. And I want you processing rubite. We're still getting the slag stuff. And this guy, we are going to switch him over to bobmonium. And same with this guy. Actually, go back to this one. Process that. Oh, you need multiples, don't you? You need 2. All right, never mind. Take that out of there. Switch over to bobmonium ore crushing. And this guy, I will put this in here to process the rest of these ores. That's loud. Okay. Thank you. Put all that inside of our furnace right there. And switch you over to bobmonium. So now, instead of producing iron and copper, we're going to be producing lead and tin is what I think these are. Even though I'm mousing over them directly, I cannot see the name of what I'm mousing over, which is a little bit weird, I think. I think it's a bit of an oversight in the UI design. One of their Friday facts, a little bit of an aside, they recently said that they're updating the UI, like, comprehensively. And that would be one thing that would be nice. I can't see what this is. I think it's lead and tin. But to find out, we will go into here, find the right guy. Yeah, lead ore is that dark-looking stuff. And this guy is, give me these, is going to be tin, right? Yes. Okay, now what about you? You are outputting tin. So to keep this consistent, let's see, this is going to go, okay, here. Give me all that stuff. Output that. And we've got 2 furnaces smelting up tin. 1 smelting up lead, and then the last one I think is going to make glass. Yeah, because I think this is silicon right here. Silicon ore. All right. So none of these machines are set up to deal with this stuff, so I'll just pick it up manually. What we need to do, there's kind of like 2 problems here. We've got all this stuff set up, but a lot of this is still coming from that chest that we started out with. A bunch of machines and different other items that we start out with, all the wood chips. Some of these machines we can reproduce, some of them we cannot. The ones we can't, what we need to make them are basic electronic boards, which is like an upgraded version of the basic circuit board, which we're already making. Right over here, it's made with the wooden board, which we're making from the 2 different types of algae, and then a bit of copper wire. So onto that, to upgrade it, we need to start making solder and basic electronic components, is what this stuff is for. So we'll need to make tinned wire. And to make solder, we need to make a solder plate, and we also need alginic acid. Is there leftover in here? We will need some of that. Okay, so then the other thing we need to make that stuff is coke. To make coke, we need to crush up some... Let's see if I can even set this up so we don't have to move anything. We need to crush up some coal. And then I think we need to possibly liquefy it. Let's see if that works. Okay, this is going to output coke and sulfuric acid. Or we could just get the coke. It's going to output carbon. Oh, am I missing a step? This is going to crush that. Here, let's look it up in NEI and go backwards through the chain. There's a couple different ways we could do it. So we want carbon. We can get it from coke and carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is right here. So that's handy. Looks like that is the only recipe. Okay, fine. So we need coke. Coke, we need... Okay, here we go. We need to smelt up the crushed coal. That's the step I was missing. Oops. Okay, so pick this up. Pick this up, and we need to smelt this. Just put this right here, and then liquefy the coke into... Let's see, is this an underground belt? It is. Okay, so we can put this here. Just so none of these pipes don't mix up unexpectedly. Oh, this needs to be one further over. Okay, liquefier. We put it there. I should still be able to move through there, I think. We want you making carbon. You are going to take this. We need to give you an inserter, and our power is running low. Anyway, okay, so the daytime has arrived. We can set up this. We now have solar panel power. Coal's getting crushed and then smelted into coke and then turned into carbon. Okay, running over here, we should have some of these guys on the belt skis. Okay, and then I think we've got everything we need to make the basic Oh, do we have to make these in certain machines? Solder. I need that plate. I can go ahead and make the tinned copper wire. Okay, so we need, let's open up NEI again. We need that plate. Oh, this is probably the wrong thing to search for. Let's just look up the solder. So, to make the solder, we need solder plate. Aha, oh, we have to use one of these furnaces. Okay, I always hit escape to try to exit that NEI, and it doesn't work. It just takes us through the menu. I guess we can use this machine, which has just been making us steel whenever I want a little bit of it. Let's see, right here, solder plate. So we just pump in some of our tin plate, some of our lead plate, and it doesn't seem like we're making a lot of lead plate, because our lead is coming just from this. Ooh, look at that. Why are you not transferring fast enough? I guess because this thing was empty. Yeah, okay, so there was a little bit left in the output there, which was backing up the whole thing. And why aren't you going in there? Oh, because, wait a second. What is this? Oh, that's nickel. That's not tin. Oh, I had the wrong recipe. That's why the thing was slowed down. Okay. Nickel, not tin. We're not making 2 tin. We're making 4 different things. Can I smelt nickel? Maybe I can't. Maybe I do not have the science for that, or the... Okay, fine. I guess we will just, hold on to it? I'm not sure. But anyway, now that we've got this going, we need more lead, which we should be making now. There we go. Okay, so there's our solder plate. That should make us the boards we need. I made 11 of them. Okay. Now we need basic electronic components. We make those. I should be able to make those by hand. Oh, we need to get some carbon. I have some. Can I not make that by hand? I can make tinned wire by hand. Let's see if this changes in color. It did not. I guess we need to use an assembly machine then. That's fine. Okay, we want to make these. We want to put that in there. And that I was going to automate it anyway, but I just want to have some on hand. So when I need to make one of these random machines that needs the basic electronic board, I'll just have them around. There we go. Okay, now I can make them. Hooray! Okay, we've upgraded from basic circuit board to basic electronic board. Alright, so I think we've made enough of this stuff to get us by until we've got a full-time setup where we're producing the things all the time and it's laid out a little bit nicer. I just wanted a little bit of a supply, so as we are expanding, we can just kind of keep expanding. I could have done a partial expansion, but I wanted to be able to make all the different things. Okay, so let me grab these. You will make more, I guess. I made almost 100. And with that last little bit, we can make a little bit more. Oh, is this finished yet? Not quite. Let's give that a second to go. One thing we can make right away with our newly acquired basic electronic boards is we can make... If I can find them, they're over here. We can make an overflow valve. So let's make 1, 2, 3, I think. Maybe 4. We can make more as we need them now. And these are going to be super handy as we begin to want to make better use of our machines. So if I take this guy and I just, oh, I guess he's on my bar. If I move him over here, I will need to be able, maybe if I could put him here. Okay, so you're not going to be able to see it very well. But basically, we want the arrow pointing in the direction of the blow-off. Does that require power? It's probably passive. Okay, now the pipe is actually going to be filling up instead of just continually draining, and this guy is only going to blow off the excess. We can put modules in there, it seems. It's only going to blow off the excess when the pipe gets full. This guy is coming from an underground, so we'll just move this over one. And put one right there. So now this is going to fill up as well. It's not super important right now, but it'll be important as we make a more advanced setup and we need more of these items. And there's going to be even more and more crossover. We'll move this clarifier over and put another valve right there. The saline water, which is basically empty all the time because it was just burning off nonstop. And it's better to have stuff in a nice amount when we can. This should have emptied out the rest. Oh, yeah, our belt is a little bit chaotic. Okay, so let's switch you over to... Let's see, you need to be, if you're going that way, iron. This guy needs to be copper, and we are back to our old setup. Let's start a research. I think what I would like to mess around with, or at least figure out what it does, is the metallurgy. We're going to get a blast furnace, which I assume is going to be a more efficient way to make metal. I don't really know how it's going to work exactly. We'll just find out. All right, so a little bit of an update here. I've been doing some calculations for a while, trying to figure out what would be required for a steam power setup. And to do that, we would be cooking off the wood pellets to create steam. And we need to make that with the green algae. And so I was trying to find out some good ratios. You need about 5 of these algae guys to support 2 of these fiber guys, cellulose fiber. And then from there on, the ratios aren't exact. These 2 ratios are exact. These ones are kind of not. We don't need quite a full furnace or a full liquid fire or whatever. Problem is, it's not efficient enough of a process. All of these machines right here are sucking down almost 1.5 megawatts, which leaves us, if I didn't make any mistakes, and I double-checked it, I'm pretty sure it's pretty close, leaves us with about 2 megajoules of power in the form of our wood pellets. But the problem is that the boilers have a 50% efficiency, which means that 2 megawatts is going to turn into 1 megawatt of steam in our factory. And all of these are sucking down more than that, and we haven't even gotten into... I didn't even start looking into the way I would power up and provide the mineralized water. So that'd be even more power, because we'd probably we'd be using hydro plants, or would we be using electrolyzers? One of them. But we don't have enough power. It's not going to work. So we're going to pick this up. We do need to set up some more green algae soon, because I need more wood pellets. So we're probably going to make just like a pure wood pellet. Ooh, weird jitter. A pure wood pellet setup. The only other source of power I can think of is solar power and accumulators. Solar panels are doable. But the accumulators require batteries, which require plastics. So we're a bit off from that. We can get to it. I think that's probably where we need to go. But the thing is, we're going to be limited to that amount of power for a while, just those solar panels. So we just need to try to make efficient use of our power as possible, I think. And so I think what we're going to do, I researched blast furnace, and I'm researching advanced iron smelting. This seems like a better way to get metal. Let's make one. I didn't make one already, did I? Nope. And then what do we need to make another? I need some more iron. I guess we just make a couple. Where did it go? Okay, blast furnace. Ba-bam. You require power or just fuel. Choose a recipe. Oh, we don't have any because advanced iron smelting is researching. So the technology just finished researching, and I started advanced copper smelting. Now we can either do steel or iron. Okay, so this will let us take 24 iron ore and turn it into 24 iron ingots. That's different from the iron plates we have here. Okay, so let's go down the rabbit hole real quick. Iron ingot. We're now producing these at one. I keep hitting escape to close this thing and it doesn't. It puts me into the menu. So just for a little reminder, right now we're smelting up. We're getting 3 iron plates per 4 iron ore. Okay, so remember that. Slightly less than 1-to-1. This is getting us 24 iron ingots for 24 iron ore. So that right there is 1-to-1, but we haven't turned that into plates yet. Okay, so now we've got these ingots being made from the ore in the blast furnace Mach 1. How fast is this anyway? Crafting speed of 1, energy consumption 50 kilowatts, all right. Okay, oh, look at this. It's going to require... Oh, that's to turn it into steel. We can turn iron into steel with a little bit of oxygen. We have a lot of extra oxygen over here. We're just burning off. Now we'll have a use for it. That's good. We can turn... We need an induction furnace. Okay, so we can turn iron ingots into 120 molten iron. So it was... From the ore to the ingots was 1-to-1. So this is like turning 1 ore into 10 molten iron. How do we make that? This is a casting machine. This is an induction furnace. Okay, so I need more iron. Need more iron to make the thing out of iron. Is that enough? Gas meat. We're probably going to need that next, right? To make the plates. That's kind of my guess. Induction furnace will turn the ingots into liquid, and probably we're going to need the casting machine to turn the liquid into a plate. More iron. Okay, let's just try to get it here before the machines do. Dirty machines. Damn dirty machines. Did I have enough yet? Yeah, okay, got enough. All right, let's plop it down. That's my hunch, is that it's going to be 3 machines here we'll need. Where did it go? Count to 9. Joe. Oh, it hadn't quite finished. There it is. And let's just give them power so they stop. This guy requires power. This guy requires fuel. Okay, so we're gonna have to probably. I'm not quite making enough wood pellets to fully sustain this. We're gonna have to come up with a better, or just add more stuff to make more pellets. And if we need more fuel for this thing, that's definitely gonna be an issue. Okay, but anyway, so we can turn 12 ingots into 120 molten iron over 4 seconds. Okay, so my guess is that once we have this molten iron, we're going to put it in a casting machine. Oh no, we want to consume it. Okay, molten iron into iron plates in a casting machine. Who would have thought? I need some more iron first. It's the nighttime. We ran out of power. All right, so casting machine. Where did it go? Casting machine, casting machine. It hadn't finished. I got to just look in the corner. Oh, it's tiny. And it's got some inputs and output arrows in like a clover formation or a pinwheel. All right, so this will take 40 molten iron and turn it into 4 iron plate. I think 1 ingot was 10 molten. So now we're getting 1-to-1. We're using all these machines to go from... Is that really what we're doing? We're using all these machines to go from 4 to 3 in terms of ore to plates. Just to go to 1-to-1? Is that what we're doing? Let me just confirm. 24, maybe it's better than that. I just haven't realized yet. 24 iron ore goes to 24 iron ingots. All right. So 24 iron ingots will turn into 240 molten iron. 240 molten iron. And then 240 molten iron will turn into 24 iron plates. Yes. Okay. So that's what we're doing. We've gone from 4 to 3 to 1-to-1 with the addition of 3 huge, ridiculous machines, and one of them is going to need a pipe because we'll be using molten iron. That's ridiculous. All right. So I guess the new setup's going to be something like this because we need power for these guys, and these need fuel in order to process the copper ore. So let's just give them a good amount. Oops, hang on. That's the nodule slot. I almost got worried, like, oh, was the wood chips not going to work? We need some crazy blast furnace fuel. Okay, no, but that should be fine. And then let's also give you a normal inserter from there to there. Lovely. And then these we need to set for the opposite until we get something to let us do this a little bit cleaner. Oh my gosh. Okay, what do we want? We want iron ore, which is going to be not there. Okay, here we go. Maybe? Oh gosh. No, it's not there. Okay, we'll just flip through all the menus. It's in one of these sub-menus then, I guess. Sub-menu, bazillion items. I guess we're seeing all the crazy items we're going to get once I've done more research. Those are all finished products. This looks like iron ore. Let's see if it works. Ah, it did. And it's super duper fast. All right. So this one, same menu, copper ore. We've got to split them. They're going to go here. And I guess a 1-to-1 ratio of ore to iron plate, ore to just plates is pretty good. Considering we were getting 4-to-3 last time. So that's what, like a 25% or 33% increase or whatever. 22 is about to start working. Nice. Oh, wow. Just like that. That uses almost no power. That just processed 24 ore. Oh, that's actually pretty good. Just how fast it was and how little fuel it required. And then they are slowly being inserted into this. So this is not quite caught up. I might have to upgrade these to actual fast inserters. We'll have to see how it goes. Then our 120... Oh, I need to hook up the pipes and tell this to process that. And then those need inserters, and this needs a pipe. And this needs a recipe. Okay, how's this guy doing? Oh, you know what? I had swapped them because I was needing iron more than copper. I had swapped them both to sapphirite, which produces twice as much iron to copper. So this is going to be a little bit behind. Oh, but this doesn't reach. Oh, that's maybe part of the problem. Little tiny stupid errors all over the place. Okay, now go in. Yes. But you ran out of power. Yeah, where the power is still an issue. This is a much more efficient use of our power. Ooh, look at it. Opened the lid. And we are spent until the daytime. Dang it. Okay, there we go. The sun is shining, or at least the sun is coming up, so we're getting more power now from the solar panels. And yeah, we are making it. It's working. We seem to be pretty backed up there. I will, of course, let it run for a while before I make any decisions. We can start a new research. I think a useful one would actually be this warehouse mod, or the warehouse technology, which gives you... It's basically, as far as I am aware, it operates like a giant chest, where you can put a bunch of stuff in it from multiple sides and multiple inserter slots. Yeah, whatever. Let's go and do that one. Research. It's not like Factorissimo, where you can actually go inside of it, but I think it might solve this problem, where we're having to swap the belts like this to send the ores to the proper place. We could just have both of these guys outputting to one of those warehouses, and then have that output to these guys. And since we'll have a recipe, then it should work without any... We shouldn't need the filter inserters, although if this consistently stays behind, I might upgrade to some fast inserters. And what did I forget here? Okay, we're getting iron. Do we just not have... Oh, maybe we don't have enough copper coming down the line? Okay, I guess what we could do is go ahead and swap 2 of these over to the copper producer. So swap you over to steratite. Swap you over to steratite. And the filter should still work, because both of these ore types produce both of these, is it called ore? Just the sapphirite. Both of the sapphirite and the steratite create iron and copper, but just in different ratios. So the excess crushed stuff I can dump in there. Dump that in there. Have some leftover steratite from before. Iron ore I can dump in that. Clean up the old inventory a little bit. Copper ore. Go in there. Oh, look at that. And it's totally backed up. Look at that. All right, so I think that's pretty good. Power is still an issue. We'll try... I guess we're going to try to tech to solar panels. which means we're going to need to be making the green science pack. But I think that about does it for this episode. Yeah, that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time. Leave your comments below. Feedback, anything, whatever. Just put whatever in the comments. Doesn't matter. See you later. Bye-bye.